How's it going, everybody? Thanks for dropping by. This is episode 2. All right. My guest today is going to be Irish Cats Paranormal. Nice. I had to restart my live because I'm having connecting issues with my guest, but just joined through the live. All right. Let's see. Hold up. Accept. There we go. Oh. Can you guys hear me?
I can hear you.
Hi. How we doing today?
Good. How about you?
Doing well. You guys just let me know when you're ready to go, and then we'll get right into this.
Yeah, I'm having trouble over here, as you probably can tell.
No worries. But I mean, even if you want to go like this, we can. If we want to restart the live, we can do that. Whatever you feel comfortable with doing, we can do that.
I see it here somewhere on my camera. How about you?
Thank you guys for dropping in. We have 14 viewers right now. Hi. Just to give you guys a real quick, this is the
Hi.
Scarethusiast Club. My name is Jesse. My special guest today is Irish Cats Paranormal. Please say hello, ladies.
Hi.
All right, so I can't hear you. Sweet. How's your guys' day been so far? Pretty good?
Pretty good so far.
Awesome.
Sitting in a local
Let's get this.
cemetery, just fun.
Yeah. So, just to get a little information on who you guys before we jump into the paranormal. Are you guys from Ohio? Are you family? How do you guys know each other? How did you guys get involved with each other's lives?
I'm Judy. I'm her mother. This is Laura.
Nice. And how long have you guys been doing paranormal investigations together? Can you guys hear me?
I started when I was a teenager. That was a long time ago. When did you start?
When I was a teenager.
She started young. Yes.
Yeah. There's a little bit of a lag.
Okay.
Yeah, there is a little bit of a lag.
So, as teenagers, was it just curiosity, or was there an actual an experience of the paranormal that went down for you guys to get into why you do what you do?
Old handed down stories about the paranormal from my family.
And are these
Stories of the
stories just like,
strange, the haunted,
so has your family
about
been
different types of spirits. I had a grandmother who was Wiccan. So there were a lot of stories about spirits.
now, can you explain a little bit about Wiccans? Because I mean, I've heard of them. I've done a little bit of research on it, but I don't know. I've never had the ability to talk to someone about Wiccans.
You'll find different beliefs with different people. I believe in, I don't believe in God. I don't believe in the devil. I do believe in Mother Earth, Mother Nature. That's where everything comes from. And I do believe that when we die, there is another realm, another dimension where our spirits go.
And what are your thoughts on are you a Wiccan as well? And since your mom is, I would assume.
Yes, yeah. I'm a practicing Wiccan. Yes, a witch.
And your daughter is as well?
Yes.
Yeah.
I got started. I heard when I was a teenager, I heard stories. We thought our house was haunted. And I heard stories about knocking spirits, and we were horsing around in our bedroom one night. And I tried it, and it worked. I'm told this doesn't work for everybody, but it worked for me. And I got scared and I stopped because I was a teenager and didn't quite understand. We're trying to put the phone in the. Yep, my hand's cramping. Yeah. Yeah, being a teenager, I didn't quite understand what I was doing, but I've learned over the years.
Nice.
The
Now,
problem that
how
I
long
had
have
was they kept. I didn't know how to make them go away, so I had to figure that out.
you guys been paranormal investigating?
Years, many, many years.
Do
Yeah,
you
I
have?
would say almost 10 years at this point.
Oh wow. Okay. Um, have you guys come across what was your favorite memory about being a paranormal investigator? And then I'm gonna ask about what was your worst memory about being a paranormal investigator.
When I had intelligent responses,
Yeah.
that's my favorite. Anytime I get an intelligent response, or I'm able to actually get some type of a conversation.
I like when you can develop a relationship with, the local spirits around you. So you'll see the same ones come back to talk to you, essentially. Like they like your company.
Mm. Because I've only been investigating for about 3 years, and what you just literally just talked about, the first location I did was called a theater. It's called Mesa Theater out here in Grand Junction, and with you saying that building a relationship with the entity there, I think that I built a relationship there because me and my team have investigated 3 times, and every single time we've gotten different results, but we never felt any malicious like intent, energy. It was all fun and games, and I feel like we were their entertainment because it was an entertainment venue. So it's awesome that you brought that up. But I have not had the
Yeah.
experiences like you guys yet. So now, what was your worst memory or your worst moment of being a paranormal investigator, if you would like to share?
I got shoved one night really hard.
Yeah, we were Jerry.
That was the worst. I took a good shove.
Whoa.
I've been pushed a couple of
Oh,
times,
that
but not anything like she was.
okay. Geez. See, I've had once I had one investigator pushed, and then I don't know how to say it. I was affected, or I'm not too sure how to explain it. But basically, what happened was is we went to a location, um, and I got a little flustered because one thing is my weakness is kids, and we had a kid's voice come through one of our devices, but it sounded like the kid was in pain. And then we had like this really malicious laugh follow after. And so I really wanted to get to know what the laugh was. And I was like, I
Yeah.
demanded an answer. And after that point, probably 2 hours later, I was literally sick to my stomach. And my team had the K2 meters and doing all these tests around me, and everything's just going off. It was crazy. That was probably my worst one.
Yeah.
Now, is it just you two who investigate, or
Some
do
of
you
the, some
have?
of them will pretend.
Right.
It's more than us.
It's
So who's all in your on your team?
We're just the only two you could get today.
yeah, there's more than us. We
And for those who are watching, sorry, we do have a small lag going on. We do apologize about that.
My cousin, well, a couple of cousins actually. Some family friends.
and we do team up. We've teamed up with Paranormal. We did team up with Paranormal Mom. She's on. She watched originals, and she's Kai a lot. Cemetery Kai.
I
Oh,
like a lot.
okay.
They're very sweet.
Oh, wow. Okay,
Cool people.
that's cool.
See, have ongoing relation with a couple of spirits in cemetery.
Now,
She has port.
hopefully we can get you guys all together at a later date.
My regular hair.
Hey, you guys are going in and out. I'm starting to lose you guys. Can you hear me?
Sorry.
We can hear you.
Huh. Yeah, you guys are cutting off real bad. Um, let's see. Because I really want people to get a fair chance to hear you guys and your stories and what we got going on. As paranormal investigators. How is that doing a little bit better?
In a cemetery. We're sitting in the cemetery now. If you want to see a little bit of the cemetery, I can kind of turn the camera around and show you.
Oh, that'll be cool. Thank you, Melissa Green 388 for following. Thank you guys for joining. This is episode 2. Unfortunately, we have a slight lag, guys. So for those who are watching with us and bearing through with us, we do appreciate that.
Did you want to see the cemetery we're sitting in?
Sure, that would be awesome.
I'll do this quick.
You can take your time. I'm in no rush.
It's a
Now
small
what?
local cemetery.
Oh wow. Do you guys do like? Have you done any investigations or walkthroughs out there?
Many times. This is where we visit with Thomas on a regular basis. And Riley. Thomas found us. That cemetery goes all the way that way. There's a mausoleum over there that we kind of refer to as the vampire mausoleum.
Ooh. And why is that the vampire mausoleum?
It's some of our little inside jokes. One of our team members thought that it looked like a vampire mausoleum, and he kind of wanted to get away from it. So we made fun of him for it. So now we
Nice.
call it the vampire.
Nice.
You use all the time, get your little stories, little jokes.
Yeah.
It's one of our little jokes.
Um.
You want
Well, I actually had a better signal with you guys out of the car when you were walking around. I don't know
Oh,
Oh,
when
okay.
when
Taking my drink with me. Get your signal.
Yep. Oh yeah,
Are
right
you
here in
getting a
this
better signal
area.
now?
Yeah, and this area is real good.
nice.
I
So
think
what?
that building right there is the central office.
Oh, okay. And
But
do you guys have like family and people there too as well?
no, I don't. Not here.
And are you guys from Ohio?
Yes.
Yes.
Born and raised.
Now, what piece of equipment do you guys
I'm
use?
on. We have an SP7, and we use a couple of other apps.
Different
We
motion
have, yeah, different
sensors.
motion sensors. Whatever we find we think will work.
Okay.
Well, somebody just said something about looking for an old Furby.
Oh, yeah.
So
Have
they're
you went?
Yeah, I've seen people use teddy bears too.
Yeah, I want to get one of those too. This spot's real good for a signal if
okay.
you guys want to just chill right here.
We're getting close to the
Um,
vampire mausoleum. I think the trees are in the way.
oh, nice.
It's a small cemetery, but it's big for a small one, put it that way.
Now, what town exactly are you
This
guys
isn't one
in,
of
if I
those.
may ask?
We're in Mentor, Ohio.
Okay, nice. You know, all right, I'm sure there's what some famous
Just to hit some
asylums
of
or
these
something out there,
roads.
right?
What?
Isn't there like some like famous asylums in Ohio? Oh, you guys have the Ohio Reformatory School out there.
That's one Western
Oh,
Ohio.
that's in Mansfield.
Uh,
That's like 2-3 hours from here.
Tiffin University used to be in insane asylum. It did.
Why
Used
am I not
used to
surprised?
be,
Used
Supposedly
to be.
very, very haunted.
and now it's a university.
Yes.
No way. They gotta
I
have
went
good
to school
activity
over
on
there, but I went.
campus.
Okay. You see the mausoleum? Or not
Yeah.
quite yet.
Oh, okay. Oh, I can see why I do. You guys say
When we get
that. Oh,
around, you'll see why we call it the vampire mausoleum.
Beautiful though.
oh, it is
It's
beautiful.
a
Oh, yeah.
beautiful mausoleum.
The door comes open periodically on the inside of the gates.
Yeah.
We're not sure why, but
Get out of
you'll
here.
come over, the door will be cracked open.
And there's a lock on it.
Yeah.
But every now and again,
Now, have you guys conducted any experiments over by the mausoleum?
yeah, we didn't get much.
Ooh.
The most we got was he told us, the man's voice, he told us to go away.
Oh, okay. Now, have you guys had some really highly, what's your most intelligent EVP or response
Right.
that you guys have ever gotten
We
from?
don't, we don't bother.
Yeah.
I'm going to give you the camera for a little bit.
Okay.
Won't turn it. Show the cemetery if you want. Not me, the cemetery.
This is a good spot, though. We got a good signal right here.
It's one of our favorites. Very peaceful here.
Indeed, it's beautiful.
Very active as well.
What would
Yeah.
you say is the most active place in your town?
That I have found. this and it's called Nye Road. But it's
Blish Cemetery.
Bish or Blish.
Blish. That was, I believe, the first family to settle the area.
Yeah, that was put in, I think, at 1801. Is when that cemetery went in.
Yeah, very, very old.
We didn't go there today because it's right off Route 20, which is 4 lanes and busy. And there is so much background noise that it would be pointless.
Right. Man, that's crazy. Now, when it comes to the paranormal or the supernatural, uh, I often tend to believe that there is no real veil. Yeah, but I think that since the Earth has been literally, there's been so much bloodshed to cover the Earth multiple times around. I think that the veils or whatever people say the multi dimensions are they really don't exist anymore because we're starting to get more paranormal activity in a lot of places around the world, especially in the last 100 years. I mean, there's just so much going on right now with activity. You got the Bermuda Triangle, you got the Alaskan Triangle, you have so many anomalies that go around the planet, basically. Why would
Yeah.
do you think there is a true purpose to all of this? I mean, because you can put religion behind it, you can put whatever explanation behind it, but when it comes down to the
Um,
basis of maybe good versus evil, or maybe a balance of things, I mean, how do you feel about that?
I'm. I think.
I don't believe in heaven and hell. I think life just kind of goes on. If the earth comes to an end, I think we will have done it to ourselves. We'll have destroyed the planet.
I think good and evil is a little too black and white. You know, like there's really nothing out there that's wholly good or wholly evil. Everything is a little bit of both. You know, like you say, one good deed can't erase a bad one. It all just becomes sort of like a patchwork quilt of your soul. You know.
Oh, that's a good. I like how you put that.
And as for the afterlife, who really knows? There are a lot of different theories about ghosts and cryptids and any other paranormal experience that you can name. Uh, your theories on time, whether it loops in on itself, the theories of multi dimensions. Yeah. Are we bumping into other dimensions? Is that
Well,
what's causing it? Afterlife, residue, psychic residue.
right,
Maybe it's one, maybe it's all.
true.
I don't think they're interested in that.
I almost stepped in it.
Now,
Geese do like graveyards.
I um, I had an experience not too long ago where we were picking up trash because I use a couple of apps. I use Necrophonic app as well as one of the apps that we use, and we were picking up trash. And my niece is 2 months pregnant at this time, and she was walking with me, and all of a sudden on the device we got pregnant, right? And that was probably a crazy experience. But then later on, we
Yeah.
had a conversation, a brief conversation with someone in French because they were thanking us for picking up trash. Have you guys had something like that before? Different
We have,
languages.
yeah. We've had Spanish come through, French.
Nice.
I seen the one where the spirit said pregnant. I was
Yeah.
watching your live on that one or your
Oh,
video.
nice. Hi, Jessica.
You can see this is
Hope you're doing well.
pretty full.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, it's crazy
This
because
is
I
where
mean, we're
we
what?
talked to her a lot. A little girl who was unalived by her mother's
Oh,
boyfriend. She will not speak to a man. She will only speak to a woman. I can't blame her. And then there's
right.
Thomas,
Well,
who talks to us all the
who's Thomas?
time. Thomas Percy. He actually turned up at my house when we were using a Ouija board. We can always count on him for a conversation.
Jessica, the topic is I'm interviewing Irish Cats Paranormal on their paranormal journey, some of their favorite moments, some of their worst moments, things like that. And also thank you for following. I appreciate that. Um Sorry, lost my place. Give me 1 second. When it comes to like how you just said, like the young girl does not like men.
No,
I
not
have
at
a
all.
question. Is there a way, let's say, because like I'm not saying I'm the best dude, I'm not saying, but there are some good men that are truly good spirited and of heart. Would there ever be a way for those type of
She would
spirits?
have to heal from her trauma, I think, before she would be willing to accept.
I tried to get her to talk to my nephew,
Hmm.
who is really a good man
Yeah.
and the father of 3. She wouldn't do it. And I talked to her and explained to her that he would never hurt her, that he had 3 children of his own, 2 of them being little girls. She just wouldn't talk.
That's not anything against the men that she encounters in the paranormal teams, or it has to do with the trauma she suffered at the time of her death.
You kind of got to remember she was a 2-year-old little girl
Oh
who
no.
was
Yeah,
beaten. The mother's boyfriend beat her to the point of unalive.
yeah,
Then they put her body in a storage container, like you get at any discount department store, one of those Sterilite type containers, and filled it with cement and threw her in water. So she's got a lot of trauma to overcome.
yeah.
One thing that and the reason why I asked this because I do have a theory on that. Because I've been to cemeteries and places where same kind of scenarios happen to either women and children. And even though I may not get a response, I always figure that there may be a chance that I may be revisiting that location. So I always want to leave like an offering or something special to show love and kindness from a man. Um, I don't know
Oh,
if
we
it
do.
worked because I haven't gone.
Yeah. We bring gifts frequently, flowers, bubbles.
Yeah, she did ask for
Yeah,
bubbles.
she loves bubbles.
So
Bubbles
we bring her
on every.
bubbles and we bring flowers. That's where we got an intelligent response. Um, she said she's seen the bubbles and flowers. We left a pink flower and she said pink petals and smells good.
Yeah.
So that's where I think we're getting intelligent responses. In
That's
time,
crazy.
she may come around and talk to men, but for now,
Or reincarnate, or, whatever it is that happens.
Right. How important do you think it is to honor the dead?
how important what?
How important do you think it is to honor the unalive?
Oh, I think it's important.
Hmm. Yeah.
I mean, because
Always honor your ancestors and always respect the spirits that you live around. I mean, all spirits, but particularly those locally. You're encountering them every day, whether you realize it or not, whether they realize it or not.
And we always leave a gift for gatekeepers. Every
so
cemetery is supposed to have gatekeepers. And that's usually the
wait,
graves that are closest to the roads where you enter. So we always leave gifts for them.
you just taught me something new. I have never even heard of gatekeepers in this.
No,
Oh, yeah.
oh yeah.
What type of
I think
gifts
that's
would you leave
the traditional
gatekeepers?
hecate type.
Maybe
Yeah,
food or
sometimes
something like that, or flowers or something.
you can leave food, flowers. Some people leave coins.
Hmm.
We were leaving coins. I said, I don't know what use they have for money, but if they like it, it's okay with
I
me.
think it's more symbolic.
Symbolic of
The river Styx and the
you have to
ferrymen
pay
and
the boatman, the
yeah.
ferryman.
Oh, yeah. All right. So, have you ever come across? I have a piece of evidence that, to this day, really confuses me. Have you ever come across anything claiming to be an angel?
Anything what? You're breaking up.
Claiming to be an angel?
I don't believe in angels, so
I believe in entities that were never human. Whether you could consider some of them angelic or demonic it's influenced by your spiritual beliefs, I guess.
I have seen in this cemetery one night, it was like 5 or 6, they call them shadow men, shadow people.
Yeah.
And we have a picture of a shadow person. So I don't know if some people think that would be an angel or a demon. Yeah, it goes back to your beliefs.
Yeah.
We call them shadow people.
Angels, demons, deities. I'm sure they're out there,
Have you
and you
seen?
you can encounter them. You can even work with them if you choose to.
That's very, very true. Have you guys?
And you may even have some that are spiritual guardians. I think it's all really it's all based on the individual and what you believe and what you practice.
So then, this brings up another question. Just because you said that, then do you think that the world of the paranormal, in some way, shape, or form, is subjective to maybe your understanding of what the world is around you?
I think so.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
that would make a lot of sense. I think spirits are just like people, regardless of the spirit. The way you experience them is the same way, when you first meet somebody, you get an impression of them. Part of that impression is that person, but also part of that impression is based on your previous life experiences and your beliefs. I think spirits are exactly the same way.
I've had spirits that really took to me, that just would talk my ear off. And then I've had other spirits call me an a-hole, uh, the B word.
Yeah.
I was called the C word once.
Oh
It
no.
just, oh,
Yeah.
yes. Yeah. Can I tell them what you got called?
If you want.
She's been called an a-hole.
Yeah.
And the slut word, yeah, she got called a slut.
Yeah.
Oh dang. See, I
Yeah.
have I have an assistant. Her name is Tanya. Uh, she doesn't really like to go into paranormal investigations because the two that we took her on, literally, I don't know if it was male, female, whatever, but whatever presence we had there was locked on her because we brought her to the
Yes.
Yeah.
second Mason Theater investigation, and like literally for maybe 20 to 25 minutes, this thing was just wondering why that Tanya was there. She's like,
Yeah.
what is she doing here? Is she an vet? Like, it was crazy. And
Yeah.
then the second time I took her to the infamous Colorado State Prison.
Ooh.
Uh, I don't know if it's the Supermax, but the first Max prison out in Canyon City. And she was literally getting hit on.
Yeah. Yeah. I've seen that happen too. Yeah.
Have you? I haven't
Yeah.
seen that.
He
I
was
think there
trying
was a
to,
ghost that was sitting on. I think that was at
they was,
Hillview when we went to Hillview Manor.
oh, you guys went to Hillview Manor? How was that?
Yeah. Oh, it was amazing. I loved it. I would recommend it. I haven't been there for a
Yes.
few years, COVID and everything, but I'd love to go back.
Well, shoot, down the road, let's collab. Let's do
Yeah,
something.
that'd be great.
Absolutely.
There's definite activity, especially down in the basement. You go into, I think it's the boiler room.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yes, I would
sick.
love to do a collab with you.
Definitely, because definitely for like this upcoming spring, because I'm definitely gonna be traveling already. But oh yeah, let's get on it. Send me the information about it. Then I can get work. I can get started on it immediately.
Will do.
So I
That's
have a couple
fun.
more questions before we call it a day. Do you think? everyone should have at least one paranormal experience in their entire life.
Yes,
And
everybody.
and why do you think that?
It's eye opening.
Did you ever stand beside the ocean and feel very, very small? Or you look up at the Milky Way and you realize how tiny you are, compared to the rest of the universe? It's kind of like that. When you have an experience that you can really believe in, you
I
realize
agree.
there's so much more out there than you ordinarily perceive.
And people doubt until it's right there, till they've seen it, they've heard it, or they felt it.
Even then, they doubt.
Well, yeah, that's true.
It's, you think, oh my God, I'm crazy, or, I made it up, or.
Well, I doubted the stories my dad told me when I was a kid.
Yeah, that's true.
And until he was telling me about, of course, there were Wiccans in the family,
Mm-hmm.
the one that talked to the knocking spirits.
Yeah.
I figured I would try it. I, when they started knocking back, oh my God, that opened up a whole new world. Scared the daylight out of me at
Yeah.
first, but I realized there's a lot more out there than we know about.
Right?
And I think that's the more important thing is that everyone needs to understand that, like you said, you stand next to the ocean, you're small. There's so much more out there. I mean, take it
Yeah.
our field for example. You have people who demonologists, people who are cryptid specialists, people who are just so many different facets in just this one genre. Um, but I actually think people should have multiple experiences. You know, definitely minimum one, but I'd say like three or four, because I think it also reinstates a. Hopefully it does. Sometimes it doesn't, but it humbles some people. You know, it lets them know like, okay, I'm not the
Yeah.
big dog in this life that I thought I was, and maybe I need to be better because at the end of the line, we all can't escape what is inevitable.
You realize life is it's hardy, but it's very fragile. And you realize just how special each person is. Like each life out there. Each person is just sacred. There's something sacred in everybody.
Even animals,
Yes. Yeah.
even animals, believe me or not, have had animals turn up at my house. We have recordings of meow meow and a video
Okay.
of cat. You won't see the cat, but you'll see the light go on and off where it's hopping on and off a chair, and then you get
Yeah.
meow meow. And another spirit said cat a couple of times.
Yeah.
So yeah, my house is about as haunted as it gets, but it doesn't bother me. I don't mind. I live in peace with
Right?
whatever is there.
Yep.
And the animal spirits, I think those were the pets that I've had over the years. I've been in that same house for what, 15, 18 years?
Something like that.
Something like that. Been a lot of pets come through that, lived in, almost went to the vet, for a peaceful passing, but I have always told them to come back home with me.
Yeah.
And I think they have.
Oh, nice. See
So
now
if you come
that
this way, if you want to come to my house and ghost hunt or paranormal research, you'd certainly be welcome.
thank you. I'm definitely down. I will definitely, especially when we get. Yeah, I'm down. I am down. Um, another. I got two more questions. So last one about really the paranormal journey is how important is it to teach people about setting boundaries in the paranormal atmosphere?
I think a lot more people need to learn how to set boundaries, period.
Yes.
Not just with the
True.
living, but, with the dead or with, I guess, divine entities, infernal entities, whatever you want to call them.
I've set boundaries at my
Mm-hmm.
house. I've told them as long as they're peaceful and they can
Mm-hmm.
coexist with me, I will coexist with them. But if they're going to be loud and disruptive, they got
Or
to
yeah,
go.
if they make trouble, yeah,
Yeah, they have to
you'll have
leave.
to leave.
So final question. Theory. The older it is, the more haunted it is. Yes or no?
No,
No.
no.
Only reason why I say that is because I kind of take I look at the history of America, right? The paranormal history of it, and I know I can't cover it all because it's a crazy amount. But then when you look at like the Middle East, um, China, Asia in general, they have. I just feel like they have more intense, a lot more hauntings and different type of energies and entities. I mean, straight up. What is your guys' thought process on that? Am I wrong? Am I How
I
should I think
think
about that?
I mean, there have been people in North America for thousands of years.
I think it's how open, and those there are other cultures that are by far more open, and they more readily believe in the paranormal than a lot of people in America do. I think that sometimes the people who hear more, see more, are more open to what else could be out there, what is out there.
Yeah.
I think if you close your eyes, you don't see.
Yeah.
All right. And I do actually have one more question. It's a little goofy, but do you think there's a possibility of catching an EVP or a shadow figure of a dinosaur?
I don't see why not.
Probably could happen.
All right,
It's
you never
possible.
know.
I've heard a ghost train, so why not a dinosaur? But would you
Oh,
recognize it
that's
if you ever heard it?
well. I would think that you would catch it either on video or some audio form of it, or maybe a shadow figure of it, and then you'd have to go through obviously the plethora of experts, and they're like, "Yo, wait a minute, this sounds like a
A giant bird?
yep."
Well, if somebody records one, I'd love to hear it.
Right?
I wouldn't doubt it.
Right?
I'd be really interested in hearing that or seeing whatever they got. I
Facts,
wouldn't
facts.
doubt them or just I wouldn't disbelieve them. I'd really want to see it.
All right. And that is it. Thank you, ladies, so much for joining me
You.
today. I'll be in contact with you guys because we're also developing a website right now. And we're having a page dedicated to everyone who comes onto the show, have your social media up there, get you guys more of a bigger following. I'm also going to post another video just saying, guys, come watch this. I also post this recording on my YouTube channel as well. Um, Finally, I'm glad that you guys came on. It's really awesome to get to know you, ladies. I can't wait to come and collaborate with you guys and just really experience some crazy gnarly things. Once again, thank you so much. Have a wonderful
Thank
day.
Thank
you.
you.
And
You
do you have any
really had
final
a great.
words?
No. Keep your eyes and ears open and let us know if you see or hear anything.
Love life.
Yes,
All
enjoy
right, ladies.
life.
Take care.
Bye.
Take care. Bye.